live right quick. I'm not gonna go too long because I'm at work, but just wanted to talk about right quick the press conference that happened today with the Dallas Cowboys. Just give my quick thoughts on it. First of all, shout out to anybody who jumps in the video. Shout out to everybody I might not be able to see because I'm on my phone. Make sure you check out the Big Star Show. We'll be talking more about the press conference today, and we'll have Brandon Tucker on there, defensive line guru. So make sure you check that out on the late night tonight. But basically, with this press conference, to me, it is just a bunch of rambling. I don't know, just a bunch of rambling to me. Uh, I listened to a few questions in particular that kind of came to my attention. What's up, Texas Bread? What's up with you, fam? Three Calvin Watkins, not Clarence Hill, not Calvin. Clarence Hill. Shout out to him. He was on the show. And one thing I love about Clarence Hill, he asked those good questions. He asked, you got all these all pros on the team, you got all these players on the team, but what confidence are you going to give, to the Dallas Cowboys fans out here, that you're going to get over the hump? And first of all, Jerry don't be answering Clarence's question. He goes always in these long ass circles, and it's crazy. It's just like, this is our GM. This is Dallas Cowboys GM, and he just rambles in circles left and right, just talking and talking. I appreciate you, Texas. What's up, fam? What's up, Keystone? What's up with you, dog? Yeah, I don't pay him no mind, but there's certain things I did pay attention to, and they just posted on CBS Sports, and it was the question that John Machota asked. James Slater asked a question, and John Machota asked a question, and these are the two questions I'm going to harp on. First of all, let me talk about Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones, this dude, every time he talks about any player for the Dallas Cowboys, he always got to mention another team or another player. So when he's talking about, what's going on with the signing with Dak, what's going on with CD, first thing you always hear this dude say is, well, I'm sure Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, I mean, they don't have, a whole bunch of people, a non-quarterback, salary, CD and Micah feel like they should be getting those biggest contracts. And, it's tough because, ask Minnesota, ask San Francisco, look, they got people holding out over there. It's like he always mentioned other teams to make it better for Dallas. Like, oh, okay, well, since San Francisco guys are holding out, we're going to go ahead and give you a break. That's what I feel like, this is all my opinion. That's what I feel like you do. You always are bringing up, anytime it's a salary cap, anytime it's a player that needs to be signed, you always look at another team and say, well, look at them over there. Just like when a couple years ago when Cowboys fans were like, can you get one person in free agency, one guy? Oh, well, look at the Rams. I'm sure everybody wants to do what the Rams did. They won a Super Bowl, but now look, they signed all that money and they pushed all that money in the front. And yeah, they won a Super Bowl, but now look what they're dealing with. They're dealing with the cap, and the cap is tough. And I'm just like, bro, why you always got to mention another player or another team? It's like when we talk about, you mention other people's pockets. You always mention other people's pockets to make us feel better as fans that it's okay that y'all ain't signed these players. Nobody says that we don't like you drafting young players. That's your lifeline. We understand that. You're always talking about the young players. Well, when you got to sign these players, you got to just draft young people because you can't sign all your other people. And you're always talking about Tyler Biadasz. Was that your favorite player, Stephen Jones? What up, Action? Is that your favorite player? Because that's all you've been mentioning is Tyler Biadasz. You know what I mean? Well, when you lose a guy like here and you lose this guy and you lose that guy, it's just like, man, I just get tired of hearing that noise from Stephen Jones about always mentioning other players and other teams and how much it costs for them. So look at it costs all these other teams. So that's the reason why it's happening here. And it's just like, bro, nobody want to hear that. That don't make it better. Y'all can stay ahead of the curve and sign these people. If these are your guys, sign them. If these are the dudes that y'all say y'all love so much, Why does it take you forever to sign them? You say these things take time. We understand that, but why don't y'all get ahead of the curve? Y'all are always waiting, and that's what I feel my problem is that you never try to get ahead of the curve when you know them contracts are coming up. You know Dak is coming up. You knew CeeDee was coming up. You knew those guys were coming up. You knew you were going to you knew you were going to have to pay him again. So why don't you get ahead of the curve and get ahead of the game and get them out the way, and then you can manipulate and move that cap and move the money around like you want. But y'all always wait until the last damn minute, and then y'all like all crying the blues, because Jerry whole press conference was talking about, oh, I don't want to sound like I'm crying the blues. I don't want to sound like I'm crying the blues. But it did sound like you were crying the blues. It sounded like you were crying the whole time. Right. Tyler was his discount player, right? And that's why they're sad. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you are crying the blues. And then when I heard John Machota, I think it was Nick Harris first, he was like, you were talking about the tea leaves, Jerry. You were talking about we're waiting for tea leaves to fall. We're waiting for tea leaves. I don't know if it was Nick Harris, but somebody asked, what's going on? You're waiting for the tea leaves to fall for CeeDee Lamb. Well, Justin Jefferson got signed. So what are you waiting for? Then he goes and rambles and goes in circles. Nobody wants to hear your circles no more. Answer the question. We don't want 5-minute answers of rambling. Are you signing CeeDee or not? Yes or no? That's it. What more tea leaves are you waiting for? You see the bar. You seen the numbers that CeeDee did. You're going to have to sign and pay that money, right? Well, you should have stayed ahead of the game and maybe paid him earlier. You didn't think CeeDee was going to turn up? You gave him the 88. He's been going hard every single year. He was going to get his money. He was going to want his money. Why didn't you stay ahead of the game and get him out the way? Then you have money to flex with and money to move around. But y'all wait and wait and wait. Then I hear, well, you got 3 players are going to take. First he said 70% of the cap. Then he said 75% of the cap. Then 80% of the cap. So all I heard was a bunch of crying that we got to sign these players and we ain't got no money. That's all I heard. Okay. And then when I heard John Machota ask him about Dak Prescott, yeah, we think, all I heard was from Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones is, yeah, we think we can sign him. No, why isn't it? We know we're going to sign him. Why isn't, yes, he's being signed. Why, when they asked, John Machota asked this question about Dak Prescott being here, is he getting signed? What's going on? You sit there and, oh, we respect everything that Dak does. I want Dak here. We think we can sign him. Why do you think? I don't like hearing the word think. You should know you're going to sign him. If that's your guy, you should be like, we're signing him. He is our guy. He's not going anywhere. Dak is not going anywhere. He is getting signed. He's staying here. That's that. Shout out to you, Keystone, for the $9.99 holler. Steven and Jerry are half of the Four Tops. It's the same whole song. You know the song, fam. Man, I know the song. You get what I'm saying? And then they already put it in CBS Sports when he was like, all this great stuff about Dak. Then he comes back and says, but guess what? You know, believe it or not, there's a lot of things that I wanted in my life. A lot of things I wanted in my life, and I couldn't get them. A lot of things I wanted, but I couldn't get them. And that's okay, because I've been here 80 years, and it's okay that I haven't been able to get everything I wanted. And then sometimes when you get what you want, it might not be what you really wanted, and you could have thought that it could have been something else that you wanted. So basically what I heard when he says that is, yeah, there's things I wanted, but there's things I haven't got. Why would you even say that if that's your guy? Why would you throw doubt in the minds of the Cowboys fans? Why would you double talk? 1 minute you say, we want Dak. He's our guy. Ain't nobody else here. Then the next sentence you say, but I wanted a lot of things. I wanted a lot of things, but I can't have everything I wanted. And that's okay. Because guess what? Sometimes the things that you want, maybe not really the things that you really need. So you're putting doubt in us fans and whoever loves the Cowboys of, this dude don't really love no Dak Prescott. This dude, does he really want to sign him? Because he's double talking. 1 minute y'all say y'all want him, and then y'all next minute y'all saying totally something different. You don't put doubt in none of our minds saying there's a lot of things I want, but but that don't mean I can have everything I want. Why would you even throw the doubt and the creep of that? That's the talk. That's what I'm saying as well. Then Jane Slater comes and says, okay, you've been talking about being around the rim, laying it up, being around the rim, scoring. He said, Jane Slater said, we've seen this story time and time again. You said it time and time again. Why not slam dunk it, get ahead of it, and sign it and do it instead of doing all the talk? He ain't have nothing to say. He gave some long ass no answer, like he always does. Because when somebody come with a real question, he always dodges it and gets to talking about all these philosophies and telling all these damn dumb stories that don't nobody want to hear no more. All we want to hear is when you signing Dak, when you signing CD. That's the only thing we want to hear. Nobody wants to hear the mumbo jumbo crying about the cap and how much it takes up from the cap and how much you think the world of these players and how much you love these players. Only way we gonna believe you love these players is when they're signed. When they're signed, when they're sealed, and they're on the books. That's when people are going to believe you. Nobody believes that talk when you keep on saying, oh, we love him, and we love that, and we love this. But the proof is in the pudding on the signing. So just stop all that talk. So to me, and then, me and Mike White was talking about we wanted to look at Mike McCarthy and see what he, looked like. That dude had the glasses on, so we couldn't even see his eyes. But Jane asked him about the contract too, like you going in as basically like a lame duck coach. What do you think about that? And basically, we don't worry about contracts here. You put Mike in a position. What's he going to say something? With Jerry and Steven sitting there next to him, he going to say something dumb? He ain't going to say nothing dumb like that. He ain't going to say nothing crazy. He going to give you a political answer, and that's what he did. He gave a political answer. I don't think that was his true answer, but that was the political answer to give. You feel me? So, in short, as I get ready to go back to work, it's the same old song. It's Digital Underground. If you saw that, if you ever listen to rap music, listen to Digital Underground with Tupac all around the world. It's the same song. It's the same song. I'm tired of this organization always saying we think, because that's what Steven said. We think. Jerry said, we think we can get it done. I'm always hearing we think we can get it done. I never hear we know we can get it done. And as long as you say think, that opens and creates doubt. So when all these other people are talking trash about me, saying, oh, you just be hating, you pessimistic, you just a negative person, they create it. They say think. If them is your guys, if you signing Dak, you say, I know we're signing Dak. That is our quarterback. Nothing else to talk about it. He is getting signed. He's going nowhere. He is our quarterback from the future, period. Don't even ask me no questions about it. He's our guy. CeeDee Lamb, yes, it's going to be tough, but he's not going anywhere. He's our guy. He's getting signed, period. These guys are going to be here, period. End of story. I don't want to hear anything else. That's all you tell us, and we go on about our business. But when you keep on saying, I think, or it can, or we may, but then you double talk and say, it's going to be tough, though. A lot of things I want, but I can't have them. You double talk, and your double talk creates doubt in the minds of Cowboys fans, content creators, whoever. It creates the doubt. So then when we go back and talk to us as fans or content creators, we're going to say with full confidence, Dak is getting signed. With full confidence, CeeDee, with full confidence that this team is going to continue to do everything it can to put the best product on the field year in and year out. Dallas Cowboys front office creates the doubt itself. And that's why I come out the way I do, because I listen to them, and by their words, they are the ones that create the doubt. I already have the doubt. You create more by fueling it, by saying, I think, we think. It should be we know. And until you start saying we know, and it is, and as long as you're saying we think, there is always going to be doubt from this Cowboys content creator and this Cowboys fan, period. So with that being said, I'm going to get back in here. Check out the Big Star Show. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Brandon Tucker, defensive line guru, will be on the show. It's going to be a good show. It's been some weeks since we've been on, so I'm excited to get back on the horn. And I'm definitely going to pick Star's brain and what she thought about this conference. So make sure you jump in. It's going to have a good time. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Peace.